Hello there, Ninth Age fans. This is Hoyle Matt. I've got another battle report for you here today. This is Game 3 of Buckeye Battles 2016 in Delaware, Ohio. So this is the last game of Day 1. I end up going against another Saurian Ancients player, which is interesting because he has both the Cuatl Lord, which is what the Salon is now, and a bunch of Saurians. So actual Saurian Warriors and cavalry and stuff. So I brought none, as you know. It's all skinks, so it'll be interesting to see how I match up against them, considering people told me that I couldn't win without taking them in my army. So I'll go over the game type briefly. This is classic deployment. There are 3 objectives placed at the 12, 36, and 60-inch marks along the center line on the board. If you control one of these with a scoring unit that is within 3 inches, you get 100 victory points. If 2 people are controlling them at the same time, nobody gets it. You get bonus points if plus 3 battle points if you control more objectives than your opponent, plus 1 if you have a scoring unit in your enemy's deployment unit at the end, and plus 1 if your enemy has no scoring units in your deployment zone at the end of hits. So we'll just get right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, starting over on his right-hand side, he has a Taurosaur. He is not ancient, and he's got the giant bow on his back. Then he has, I think he's a level 2 skink priest with wilderness, and I believe he has a dispel scroll. He has 30 Saurian Warriors, I think, 25 Saurian Warriors, and they have the totem of the, I want to say crocodile. So armor-piercing effects against them are -1, which won't do much for me because I don't think I have... Well, I guess the only thing I have that's armor-piercing maybe is my Skink Skyriders. Behind them, he has 5 Saurian Cavalry, and you can see that I've marked those with the Praescent. Then he has a Taurosaurs with the Sun Engine, so that's going to give the Saurians that are nearby +1 weapon skill, so now they're weapon skill 4, it's pretty good. Then he has another unit of 25 Saurians. These guys have the Flaming Standard. I believe they are Crocodile as well. So he has another level 2 Skink Priest who's Wilderness out there on the side. And then he has 2 Saurian Veterans in there. One is Armor of Destiny. The other one is... I want to say Axe of Battle Hardened Shield Gemstone Amulet. So he gets a 1/4 ward save. He's got a pretty good armor save. Plus 2 attacks, so he's like 6 attacks, I think. And the guy who has the Armor of Destiny has a great weapon. So String 7, rerolling 1s to hit, that's no joke. And then he has a Blowpipe Taurosaur. This one is ancient, so he's String 6, 6 wounds. And then he's got 5... more cav back there, and that marker should be moved over, so they're marked with Praescent as well. So I deployed everything first, so I'll get to go first. So this is after Scouts and Vanguard, but not before I've moved. So I have 5 Chameleon Skinks, my Skink Skyriders, my Stygiasaur, 5 more Skink Chameleons, the Razor Dawn, a unit with my Caimans, my BSB, little Brian the Skink Priest in the back, the Snake Engine, 5 camos in the front there, my General's unit you can see on the bottom here, 5 camos in front of him, my Skink Skyriders up in the front, and then this, with the camos and the other Razor on him, like I said, I deployed first. He kind of deployed in a little center area there, so they're kind of out of the way. They'll have, they're pretty fast though. Movement 6, so they'll get up into the fray pretty quickly. And then you can see the little gold markers there were the tokens they gave us. So, we'll go right to my turn 1. And I need to do, this is something I've realized after I'm doing these tournament games, I need to do more overall shots like this where you can see the battlefield. So, these last tournament games I was doing pretty well in the tournament, so I probably didn't take as many of these as good pictures and big ones like this as I could see, but I'll definitely be doing that moving forward. So this is the board as you see it. So on the right here, I managed to fly up so that he can no longer see me. I'd love to get those guys into combat with a mark play, especially a flank charge. That'd be great. Still pretty far charged for anything he's got, so feeling okay. I just move up in the center here, And then on the left, I don't move too aggressively with the Sky Riders because he's got his Saurus pointed at me, and I would really like to charge them. I don't want them to charge me and get those strength bonuses. In my magic phase, I think I get Thunderbolt off and do a couple wounds, so okay with that. We just throw some javelins at this guy and do a wound, so very, very happy about that. It might have been the actually camo skinks down there, but through a combination. We go to the bottom of 2, and he does pretty clever here. And I like when opponents do this. He kind of told me what he was doing while he was doing it and why, just so that I knew and we agreed that I couldn't do it. So the way that these guys are a little bit farther up, you can see they slid back on the movement tray. The way that they're sitting here, it's a flank charge for my Sky Riders on his cavalry, and I can't fit in the flank because his Taurosaurs is there. So perfectly legal, smart move on his part. You can see he moves his Saurian Warriors up here, and for good reason, because they are tough for me to deal with. Skinks versus Saurus, not going to go well for me. On the left here, he does the same thing on this side, so he moves his Ancient Taurosaur up, and he puts the Cav there so that I can't charge them in the flank. Magic doesn't yield much, even though he has a lot of points invested in Magic, man. He's got the Cuatl Lord, and I should go over what he has real quick. He has Wellspring of Power, so he gets +2 to channel on his side with 2 other guys. I think he's channeling on a 3. No, he's channeling on a 2. He's channeling on a 2. The guy, his Cuatl Lord, has the War Standard, the Tome of Arcane Lore, and he has Ancient Knowledge, which gives him an additional spell and lets him, he can forget spells and get new ones. So I think he's got 6 spells in white magic. Wow. With one caster, 6 spells is really good. And he can, of course, forget them if he'd like to. And all of his spells are +1 to cast, so very, very good. So we go to the top of 2. I charge my Stygisaur into his Taurosaur. The guy's not ancient, so he's only strength 5. I don't know how this is going to go. I feel like I got a chance because I'm poisoned, and I've got that breath weapon I'm going to use. I'll need 6s to wound, but I mean, he won't get any saves. I fly my Sky Riders back there behind him. We'll see how that goes. You go over here. I needed like a 9 or maybe a 10. I might even need an 11, but I was like, I'll redirect if I fail it. I charge my BSB on the Ancient Taurosaur and make it into his cavalry, Saurus cavalry. I take a bunch of DT because we're playing that as a ruins, that little weird pentagram star thing, and don't take any wounds, thankfully. And then Camo Skinks do what Camo Skinks do and just start redirecting everybody to make this charge okay. I didn't want his Saurus making it into my Skinks from the right, and they're not that far of a distance. And then I don't want either of these other units flanking my big guy, so that was my thought process there. And you can see I'm just kind of moving around over here on the left. And then some crazy stuff happens. We go to my magic phase. I should say on his magic phase, I think he got the Phoenix Rises off and healed a wound on his Ancient Taurosaur, so he had 5 wounds left. I cast Thunderbolt. I think he lets it go, or maybe he just can't stop and is worried about something bigger like Lightning Storm. I roll 6 hits, wound with 5 of them. He doesn't make a single 6-up armor save, and his Ancient Taurosaur is gone. So, wow, I mean, that guy's probably about 250 points, and a huge threat on the field is removed from me, and I'm very grateful. So this is after combat on the top of 2. I think I did a wound to him maybe, and I might not even. He did 2 to me. Either way we stick, and then I get countercharged here by those Saurus Cavalry, so that is going to end very poorly. I also got to say, I really like the colors on his Raptors. The cold ones, the orange and green. I really dig that color combo, so very cool. Over here, he puts those Saurus into the Skinks in the bottom. He puts his Thyrosaurus into the Skinks there, which was a terror check, so that was a good call on him. I passed it, thankfully. After combat here, yeah, he kills those Skinks very easily, and I think he overruns out of my line of sight, so that's annoying. Easily kills those guys there. Does the same thing he did before, where I believe this is a flank charge, and now I can't flank him because my guys can't fit, so crap, he's playing that very well. Obviously these Skinks die over here. So we go to the top of turn 3, and he gets the Beast Within off on them and his magic phase, and I say screw it and decide to charge him here. So now this is interesting, and I think my opponent kind of made a mistake here. I totally get why he did it, what he was going for. He decided not to challenge when I charged, because he's thinking, alright, all my guys are strength 5, I've got some characters in here who are super beefed up. You know, he could just take it with like the skink or a champion, and I would just butcher that guy. I wouldn't get impact hits, but then he's wasting, you know, one of the turns where he has the Beast Within. So I think that's why he decided not to challenge. So I don't know. It might have been better for him in the long run if he challenged. But so this is after combat. I mean, I killed like 10 with impact hits. He might have done a wound or 2 to me. I mean, he just really whiffed out, man. His rolling was awful, and my guy is just fine. But as you can see, it's his turn next, and that Taurosaur over there is looking angry. So this is actually his turn. On my turn, I flew my Skink Sky Riders over there and just parked them in front of him. These guys are causing me, you know, a real headache. There's only 4 of them now. I'm like, you know, with the bonus and the re-rolls, and I'll get to go before him. I feel like I can take him, especially because I have Lethal Strike. So I just park in front of it, and then we go to his turn, and he charges me. And I rolled. It was my turn to roll poorly. I didn't do a damn. I mean, I only killed 2. I mean, I've got 9 plus 3d3 attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling to hit, wounding on 4s. The ones that wound, he has 5-up armor saves. If I roll a 6, it just kills guys. I think I only rolled 1 6, and then I killed one guy. He made a lot of armor saves. I didn't roll that well, so very disappointing. And I did poor with pictures here, so this is his turn. On the bottom left here, that unit of Saurus Cavalry just reforms to face me. And then we go to my turn, and I triple charged it with these 3 units. So the Taurosaurs, my Skinks with Caimans here, and my Blanket Razordon, and we break those guys and run them down. So that's very, very thing. I appreciate that. We did well there. You can see he didn't roll very well. He barely killed maybe like 1 guy, I think. Did a wound to each of the others, I believe. Also on my turn, I decided, even though these guys aren't marked, I need some extra combat resolution here. I need to whittle these guys down, so I charge my Skink Sky Riders into the flank, even though they don't have the bonus. So see how that goes. I don't think I have a picture of it here, but I mean, he kills like 2 of those entire Skink Sky Riders. I think he does a wound to my big guy. I kind of whiff, and I lose by enough that my BSB sticks because he's stubborn. Because of the Taurosaur, Skink Sky Rider guy who's left fails his break check and flees off the board. So that did not go at all like I thought it would. Saurian Warriors are just tough. You know, I'm not getting the armor piercing against them because they're Cuatl Warriors. So we go to the bottom of his turn. He charges his 2 remaining guys into my Taurosaurs, and after combat easily breaks them and runs them down. And he also charges my BSB in the side with his Taurosaur, and my BSB is down to 3 wounds left. So yeah, not great for me. And I think I'm taking these wounds right now. I don't actually think this Taurosaur, he's going to give him combat resolution, basically. He failed the charge the first time, the second time he makes it in. But I'm already in a challenge with his Saurian guy with a great sword, or great weapon. That's the guy who's putting all the wounds on me. He has 4 attacks, rerolling 1s to hit. He's hitting on 4s, and he has he's strength 7. He's got the Blessing of Amhar on his guys right now, so they have a 5-up ward. So, I'm just having a lot of trouble putting any wounds on anybody. Can't kill this guy in the challenge. I'm just whiffing against him, and he is steadily putting a wound or 2 on me every combat. So he doesn't kill me that turn. I'm up to 5 wounds on my BSB, and I go ahead and charge him with my Skinks and Caimans. You can see he stretched out there because he did not want to be flanked by me. So this made it a front charge, I believe. So I did manage to kill his character with the great weapon, but he put some more wounds on me, which is really annoying. So we're slowly whittling those guys down. You can see that I move my Skinks over here on the right because I'm afraid that if he does kill my BSB, that his Taurosaur would be out of combat, and this would prevent him from getting a charge in the other direction. So after combat, that's exactly what happens. He kills my BSB. I get the beast within on them. Caimans go to town, kill the rest of the unit. Even when he hit, we both have the beast within on us. And it's just his skink character and his general left alive. Over here, we combo charge his Raptor Riders who overran with a Razor Dawn and my general's unit. So, should win that, if only through combat resolution. We also charge his Taurosaur in the front over here. And this is how the game ends. So my skink and Cayman unit, I don't even know if we kill his general. We do a couple wounds to him, I think, and he fails his break check, and I think we run him down. We do manage to break these Saurian cavalry guys down here and run them down as well. Couldn't kill him, just broke him through combat resolution. I mean, I've got strength 3 hits for the regular skinks, and he's saving on 2. So I do 4 wounds with the Caimans to his regular Taurosaur. I couldn't kill him. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating Taurosaurs. I just couldn't do wounds to this guy. I mean, he's been in combat the whole game, and we're finally able to put some on him, but he is stubborn, so he sticks. And this is the way the game ends. So I believe that I had one unit within, one scoring unit within 3 inches of the objective to the right, my general's unit. My guys on the top up there are within range, or within his deployment zone. So I think I got like 24, or maybe even 25. Bottom line, at the end of the first day, I think I'm sitting at like 63 or 64 points out of 3 games, with the most you can get is 75. So I mean, I'm doing pretty well. I'm very happy. We're on the upper end of the table. I think my opponent, rightfully so, and me, was like, man, I can't believe I just lost to an all skink army. So that was kind of satisfying. One thing I do need to, 2 things I need to do better about with subsequent battle reports is I need to take more overall pictures of the battlefield, just so you can get an idea of where all the units are. And another thing is I need to start taking pictures of magic cards when magic spells get cast, because sometimes I do it when they're very vital, but I mean, magic spells can tip combats in certain directions, and I just don't follow it as closely as I could. So I apologize about that. If you have any other suggestions to make the channel better, please put them in the comments. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Tell other people who you think might enjoy seeing some Saurian videos, because I just ordered about $350 worth of more Saurian models that I intend to include. I got some Saurian Warriors, some Temple Guard. I have some more Caimans. I actually, I did the snake ladies for the snake theme. I wasn't very happy with the way the models came out, so I think I got some actual Croxagore now. I intend to do actual Croxagore units as well. So, and I also got some Salamanders. I played against those for the first time with my Orcs and Goblins this previous weekend, so well after Buckeye, and I was impressed by what they could do. So I think I chose wrong with the Razor Dawns. I just like the models, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.